Good morning, afternoon, or evening, ninjas. Hope everyone is having a great week. Super excited for this space as we introduce three really top-notch projects that have launched on the Injective EVM testnet. And so we're excited to get them up here on stage, learn a little bit about them. And I think the best part is get your guys' thoughts on these projects as well. So definitely stay tuned. We have a lot in store. So just hang on for maybe 2 more minutes while we get the speakers up here on stage, and then we'll get things kicked off. Thanks everyone for joining. All right, let's see. We have the first team on board, Borderless. Borderless, do you mind if we just check your guys' mic real quick?
Yeah, check.
Good deal. Awesome. All right. And let's see. We're trying to get the Lair team up here as well as the Mach Exchange team. Um, so yeah, just give me about 1 more minute to get them up here on stage. There we go. Cool. We got the Lair team up here. Lair team, do you mind if we test your audio?
GM.
GM. Awesome. We got Kiki in the house.
That's right.
Amazing. Cool. And then I see the mock team here. Mock team, let's get you up here on stage. All right, awesome. I think we got all three speakers here. Mock, do you mind if we just test your audio real quick and then we'll jump into things?
Sure. Hey, how's my audio sounding?
Loud and clear. Awesome. Okay, you guys. Well, we have our full panel here. It looks like we have a nice bit of people that have joined already. I'm sure more will be kind of trickling in over the next few minutes. But again, I want to thank everyone for joining. It's a super awesome day. I do want to do just a quick plug on yesterday's announcement. We are excited to announce that Canary Capital has filed the first INJ staked ETF with the SEC. In fact, right now you can go to the SEC website, see that on their website, and read the whole sort of S1 and kind of dive into the details. But we are super excited because that is just the next level of sort of evolution of Injective, and we're so excited to be on this journey with you guys and have these awesome projects that we're going to be spotlighting today along for the journey. And so let me just give a quick primer on sort of where we're at, and then we'll kind of jump into some intros with the teams. So we are currently in a public testnet phase of the Injective EVM. And what that means is essentially anybody can essentially deploy on to the Injective testnet, as well as any user can essentially use any of the dApps that have already deployed on the Injective EVM testnet. So we're going to be spotlighting three awesome projects today that are building in kind of different sectors of the EVM. And I'm really excited to kind of showcase these because I feel like each project has, different levels of experience, sort of different angles that they're going to be sort of representing here and really pushing forward on the testnet. And as we sort of gear up for our mainnet launch, these guys are at the forefront of this deployment. And so with all that being said, I do want to jump into some intros here as if you are just joining us, you're a new ninja, maybe you've been a ninja for a long time. I think it'd just be very helpful for people to kind of understand who you are, what you're building, things of that nature. And so, without further ado, I will hand it off, Mach Exchange, if you want to go first with a quick intro.
Yeah, hey everyone. This is Gabe from Mach Exchange. Mach is a cross-blockchain swaps platform that basically allows you to um, take thousands of tokens on, say, Ethereum or an L2 like Arbitrum, and transfer them to any other L2 with kind of minimum slippage, minimum cost as fast as possible. And yeah, we currently support Injective, MegaETH, Monad, and Sepolia on testnet, and we're super stoked to be partnered with Injective.
Love it. Hey, thanks for that. We'll go to our next speaker here, Lair Finance.
Yeah, hi all. This is Kiki from Lair Finance. First of all, thank you for having us on Injective Space. And what Lair is building on Injective is a first native liquid staking token on Injective EVM, which is called LSINJ. And it's tailored specifically for the Injective EVM. So it's designed to integrate seamlessly, no friction into INJ ecosystems, and will lead to a liquidity hub for Injective as well. We've prepared so many things, alphas, roadmaps throughout this AMA, so make sure you stay tuned until the last minute. And thank you.
Love it. Awesome. And then last but not least, Borderless. If you want to give a quick intro, go for it.
Oh yeah. GM Ninjas, I'm Joseph, co-founder of Borderless, the native DeFi hub of Injective. Borderless is covering the entire life cycle of digital assets, from its pre-launch to spot trading, all on a single high-performance platform. It's very glad to be here to share our current stage and progress to you guys. Yeah.
Amazing. Cool. Well, let's just jump into it, you guys. I have a few prepared questions, and hopefully there will be some good conversation out of it. And I'd love just for this to kind of be an open forum, for anyone that wants to jump in and chime in. There's really no sort of formal sort of speaking order or anything like that. So just feel free to just jump in with whatever question you'd like to answer. But the first one I'd like to ask is really around, a lot of the times I find that, when projects are sort of first launching or they've sort of recently launched, that they try to be sort of this everything, right? They try to cater their project to everyone, right? And they try to be this one-stop solution for everyone. But I think what we've found is that in crypto specifically, you just need to be really good at like one thing. And the question I would pose to sort of the panelists here are like, what is your sort of superpower, right? What is that one thing that you think you're better at than anybody else, whether it's in Injective or in crypto, more generally, right? Like how would you describe your project? Like, hey, we do this better than everyone else. So maybe let's start there, and anyone can kind of jump in for that first question.
So I'm happy to take that to start. We've done some work on this, and Mach in general tends to outperform the market in transferring liquidity of a token that is sort of a main token on one blockchain to another blockchain where liquidity sources may not be as prevalent. So if you need liquidity operations to get your tokens on a different chain rapidly and for as low cost as possible, Mach is generally going to be the best solution for that. On Injective testnet, I think we're still carving out our niche and where we can support the community the absolute best. But we had really high activity on our previous testnet launches, so I'm confident that we're going to find that.
Yeah, thanks for that answer, Mach. I appreciate you sort of elaborating, right? You guys have some experience with some of these other ecosystems, and I think it's, each ecosystem is a bit different. And obviously, being here with the ninjas, I'm sure you're learning in real time, like what people like, what people want to see from your application. And I think there's no better way than just like immersing your guys' projects into spaces like this or in our Discord or just like sleuthing on our X. It's really like an open green field, I think. And there's just so many opportunities to really find that niche and really dominate, right? And be that sort of dominating player in that space. So appreciate you answering that, Mach. Lair or Borderless, do you guys want to chime in here?
Yeah, I can go next. So what we are focusing is three things. The first is very simple UI UX for users to be very intuitive. So if you go on our dApp, there's only one feature right now because it's testnet, but you can just stake your INJ with one click. And I think that's easy to onboard even new users, especially when it comes to DeFi. It could be a bit complicated, but that's what we're trying to focus and provide. And the other one is we're very we have because we were rooted from Kaya chain, which is a lot of Asia user base through Line messengers, and we'd like to bring those community into Injective and vice versa. So that could be like inclusive, like whole around the world together, which is like what Web3 is targeting for. And lastly, the integration is very simple because it's through EVM. And these three is what we're focusing to build on Injective the mostly.
Awesome. Yeah, I think Kiki, you said it best. I think just eliminating the distractions at an application level is just so key here, right? You're not trying to offer 50 different features that users can sort of hopefully find out one day, right? You have just specifically focused in on that liquid staking vertical and have abstracted away all the other complexity, which I think can definitely be powerful when it comes to onboarding new users and maybe users that might be experienced but don't have familiarity with sort of your application and your background. So I think there's a lot of power in sort of that simplification effort as well. Borderless, do you want to chime in on this one as well?
Yeah, Borderless superpower, I think it's been the first AMM-based full life cycle DEX, enabling the permissionless trading of not only pre-launch assets, SAFs, but also spot assets. And in the future, it will expand to perpetual trading. By combining concentrated liquidity with future style margin mechanics, Ballers delivers real price discovery, actual yields, and capital efficiency for crypto assets. Furthermore, these assets seamlessly graduate to Ballers spot markets post TGE, ensuring the continually earning and deepening user engagement across all asset stages. Yeah.
Brilliant. That's awesome. Yeah, and maybe abstracting from this sort of start very niche and very small and getting one thing right. Maybe let's go to the opposite side of things, right? So maybe a community member is maybe not sort of focused in on that one particular feature or product niche that you're operating now, but maybe you could abstract away of like, what will your dApps look like in, the future, right? Like, what is the end state of each of your dApps, right? What do you want to accomplish with it? What sort of features do you think will be included? And like, what are the audience do you think will like most, get the most value out of your applications, right? So like, I guess to distill this down, like, what is the end state of each of your dApps? Call it in, 5 years or so.
So for Mach, we're going to have a lot of news to share on this very soon. Um, we're going to have some new roadmaps coming out and everything, but I'll just keep it brief to say that Mach is going to transform its privacy focus essentially, and we basically want to counteract all of the front running, MEV problems, the kind of the problems of information leakage on chain, which is really going to open us up to a lot more institutional or just say professional financial opportunities. And as Injective is the best blockchain for finance. So we'd be really excited to see how that interplay could evolve. So basically, yeah, Mach in the future, look for us to get faster, higher depth, and much more private and practical.
Yeah, so I can go for the next one. So our end state for Layer Finance would be like, okay, first of all, people be like, okay, I stake INJ and I mint LSINJ. What am I gonna do with it, right? So what we're trying to provide here is the utility for our liquid staking token. And because we've been building on Kaya chain and Vera chain different vaults where people can stake their token, mint their liquid staking token, and then restake it to farm even more yields. So from our end would be you stake our liquid staking, and then in the end you can farm like multiple L1s by doing one action. And that's what we're trying to provide here so that people can eventually make more money and create more yields. Yeah, so if you go on our testnet page, inj.layer.fi, it's very simple right now, but on mainnet, we'll try to bring out more features like vault or earn page that's going on right now on our website. And yeah, we are really looking forward to bring more to communities and create more volume here.
Yeah, it's my turn, right? I think the end state of Borderless is to become the default value for not only the crypto native tokens but also the on-chain stocks, RWA, lifecycle trading and management. A vertically integrated DeFi terminal where users can discover, speculate on, and trade any asset from the inception to maturity, all natively on Injective. Yeah.
Brilliant. I love it. Well, cool, guys. We've now covered sort of the niches you're currently operating in, and we've gotten a bit of a vision on sort of what you're building, in the future, and can kind of draw that line as far as like what your progress looks like and what things can we get excited for. With regards to that, we obviously have the Ninja community here, a lot of which are, some are very experienced ninjas in DeFi. Others are sort of just getting started, maybe brand new to the space. They're kind of looking for things to kind of test and wondering sort of which features, they can go about testing. Could you maybe just give a quick little primer on sort of the different sorts of operations people can start testing out on each of your applications and sort of what they can then go and sort of do with those types of things?
Sure. So on Mach, it's very simple. you can basically connect your wallet and trade your testnet Injective for other testnet tokens like testnet Monad, testnet Sequoia ETH. You can trade those testnet assets that you might have to gather more Injective, more testnet Injective, which you might want to use all the testnet applications out there. And yeah, if you run into any difficulties, you can just reach out to us.
Awesome. Okay, so for Layer, it's very easy. Our website is called inj.layer.fi. I'll share this after AMAs. So make sure you follow our Twitter account. And on our website, you connect wallet and you put the amount of INJ that you'd like to stake on our platform, and that's it. You just stake it and mint LSINJ. Yeah.
Cool. At current stage, I think ninjas should explore Borderless. Only I think it's smoothly swaps. Trade INJ or WINJ stable coins within one click. And in the future, there are more features on the way. The pre-market trading, trade the points, pre-launch tokens, and the safts before they go live. And the points farming put the points to work and earn real yield, and Borderless bring back DeFi summer vibes with the composable incentives. And our innovative market maker curve, we call it MLMM, margin liquidity market maker. Try our unique MM that blends future style margin with concentrated liquidity for better price discovery and tighter spreads. And the launchpad to spot flow, stay ahead of token launches and seamless move from pre-market speculation to live spot trading, no bridges and off-platform health. And learn how to maximize your experience from farming to liquidity provision to pre-launch alpha plays. Whether you are a trader, LP, or early project supporter, Borderless gives you the tools to go from zero to listed, all on chain and all in one place, and all native to Injective. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I just want to double tap on what you were saying, Joseph. Let's get DeFi summer going, you guys. It's
Yeah.
been just an awesome summer, and we're just getting started. Obviously with the things happening in the background, with the ETF launch, everything else is just like in sort of alignment, right, for DeFi summer to play out. So super excited for what's to come. But yeah, thank you guys for kind of illuminating what people can do on each of your applications. One of the things too I want to jump to is, some of you guys, this is your, one of your first deployments, or you're just still getting up to speed on sort of Web3 development. And then others of you, you've deployed in multiple ecosystems. You're an expert in Solidity and all these types of things. I do want to maybe double tap or investigate a little bit more of just like, how's your experience been developing on Injective? And, how would you sort of, tell prospective developers that are maybe looking to deploy on Injective next, or maybe looking for a new home, what Injective sort of offers and why you're excited for building on Injective?
Sure. So, Mach is a cross-chain protocol, and so we kind of require a few building blocks for to make those transfers happen securely. And so, since it has been testnet, those things have gotten in piece by piece, and basically the Injective team has been great in helping us helping us launch. So I would say, like a testnet needs to reach a certain point before we can deploy there. And, luckily, Injective deployed all those features and we got on. So the one thing I'll say that stands out is that the core Injective team has been the most helpful team that we've ever worked with, as far as responsiveness, finding the needs of our protocol and working directly with us to make all those things happen as quickly as possible, looping in all the infrastructure partners needed. So 10 of 10 would recommend deploying on Injective. And I just want to say, it's kind of off topic. I can't wait to try Lair and Borderless. They both sound like such cool dApps. Just been heads down building right now, but I'm gonna check out their dApps right after this. And Kiki is doing such a great job of promoting their product. Okay, so I'm just gonna drop in,
Let's go.
testnet.mock.exchange. Okay, it's testnet.mock.exchange if y'all want to find it. So, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, so to continue after Mach, because I'm a non-developer, I would add a little bit more from non-developer side. Yes, the team is great, and um, especially I was in Injective New York Summit, and the event was so great. Like the operation, the scale they pulled out was amazing. The merch, everything was perfect. So I'm just super excited to be here and to onboard with Injective community together. And the ninjas, they're very welcoming. So we would love to be look more inclusive in Web3. So yeah, looking forward to our testnet and our final product to be out soon.
Yeah, I knew Injective team about 1 year ago. We met in Taipei and Denver before, and I have to say, the Injective team is very supportive and they are passionate about all the innovative things. And Injective ecosystem is the one designed for DeFi, offering high speed scalability and advanced infrastructure to power the innovative applications. So that's the vibe I love. And app first is always always the code, right? So yeah, thank you guys, and we're gonna bring DeFi Summer back. Yeah.
That's the spirit, Joseph. Thank you. Thank you. That was awesome.